Hello, everybody, and welcome to Boundary Line Podcast with me, Dillon and Sheldon. Thank you for watching this video. And here we are now. We're going to discuss the England versus Sri Lanka series, where England completely outplayed Sri Lanka in both the test matches. And I got my expert here, the England expert, Mr. Sheldon here with us. Sheldon, over to you.
Hey, Din. It was a pretty interesting series. I mean, a lot of people overlooked the series to start because everyone was like, oh, just warm up for England going to play in India as well.
Yeah.
And it was a bit odd, England's squad selection as well, because Ben Stokes was rested for the series. Jofra
Yeah.
Archer was rested. So, yeah, it was a big opportunity for some of the England players. And, well, they really delivered. I mean, it was as good as the series could have got. And Captain Joe Root, I mean,
No
when you say
words.
lead from example, yeah, that was leading from example. I mean, a double hundred in the first test, a 150 in the second test.
Joe Root, time and again, there's been this debate that whether Joe Root should be in the Fab Four, as they say, or Fab Five. He's not. He can't play that well when he comes to Sri Lanka or India. But here he is. He just led by example and showed everybody why he's one of the world's best. The way he played both the test matches and the way he led from by example was absolutely brilliant, I thought.
Yeah, I think it was understandable why people were questioning him in the Fab Four, because in the last 2 years, probably in Test cricket, Root's batting hasn't been as good as it could be.
Yeah.
I think it has gone down. But also, I feel one thing that's been good in those 2 years was his captaincy since the Ashes.
Yeah.
In fact, England hadn't lost a series, I think, since 2018 end or 2019 end, in fact, which was a series lost to New Zealand. So yeah, since then they won away in South Africa, they won at home against West Indies and Pakistan.
Yeah.
And yeah, they came to Sri Lanka, and Root's captaincy been excellent. But the one thing Root said before the series is he needs to contribute and get big runs, and he did. I mean, it was two masterful innings. In fact,
Yeah.
Root's sweeping ability is just crazy. I mean, he makes it look so easy.
Exactly, which was my next question to you. The way he kept sweeping the ball, on both sides of the wicket was absolutely brilliant. Seems that he's been doing this. He's been doing this like forever, and so easy on the eye, and so soft. The way he sweeps. Because I think earlier, I don't know if he used to do this. In fact, I've never seen him. When he came last time to India also, for that matter, I don't think so. He swept that much.
Yeah, last time when he came to Sri Lanka as well, he hadn't swept as much. He was playing it more off the back foot and the front foot. But it's amazing how now Joe Root has so many different types of sweep shots.
Yeah.
So like he has the one where he just taps it down, or like he has a slog sweep, which is like one of his main shots now. He just belts the ball and it just goes flying for 4 or for 6. And it's so weird because we've seen other batsmen the England team tried, and it looks like they're going to get out every ball when they try a sweep shot. But for Root, it almost looks like, playing a normal shot looks weird for him. He's just so comfortable with the sweep shot. It's just crazy.
Exactly.
I don't think I've seen many other batsmen that good on the sweep shot. It's just crazy to see.
Well, you know what they say, a batsman who sweeps well in Sri Lanka and in India is a batsman who's looking very dangerous. I think batsmen who come from India, Sri Lanka, I've seen a lot of them sweep really well. Beat anyone. You see Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, all these guys, they sweep really well. And Joe Root, on the other hand, I think never used to do that often. But here he was in this series. He just came out, swept on both sides of the wicket, played really, really well. Sri Lanka will have a lot of questions to be answered. There were some key moments in the game which I thought they actually didn't do well. That's left
Sri
to be
Lanka, I
seen
feel,
now.
had two of the worst batting performances I've ever seen. I think that first innings in the first Test match was just atrocious. They were all out for about 120 on day one, and it was not even turning. On the first day,
exactly.
As we've seen usually in Asia, first day is the best day to bat.
If
you're given to bat, you should make 300 plus. But Sri Lanka played some atrocious shots. And I know Dom Best took 5 but I think that was the luckiest 5 I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I like Dom Best, but that was the luckiest 5 I've ever seen in my life.
Who was the English cricketer who said that Dom Best is really lucky, the way he bowled in Sri Lanka? Was it Vaughan? Was it Michael Vaughan who said that Dom Bess is
it was Michael Vaughan, I think.
It's like no offense to Dom Bess, I think, but that was one of the luckiest fifers. I think he said that. Yeah, but anyhow, it is what it is. It just shows the depth of the Sri Lankan side, that they need to really up the game. I expected Sri Lanka to play really well at home because you know how strong they are when it comes to a home series for them. But nevertheless, I think England again completely outplayed them, and full credit to them and full marks to them, Sheldon. England will be moving to India after this, and that's going to be an interesting series. So stay tuned to our channel. Do hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. It's called Boundary Line Podcast. Thank you so much for watching the video, and don't forget to follow us on our Instagram page. The handle's right down there in the description. Thank you so much, and take care, everybody.